Hello! Thank you for joining us here in the Quick and Carry kitchen. I'm Kristen Madrine, and I work here at Quick and Carry Transport Bags, where we designed the wonderful Quick and Carry bag for the Instant Pot and other electric pressure cookers. Today is Pumpkin Day, and I don't know about you, I'm a summer person, but as we get toward fall, the one thing I look forward to is all of the wonderful cooking that can be done with pumpkin. And I've always wanted to make my own pumpkin puree. Did you know that the pumpkin that you buy in the can isn't really pumpkin? In fact, almost none of it is. They use 3 or 4 different kinds of winter squashes to make the orange stuff that you take out of the can to make your pies for Thanksgiving, or pumpkin rolls, or pumpkin soup, whatever you want to use it for. So I wanted to use my Instant Pot to make pumpkin puree and make pies from scratch. And so when I learned that it was this easy to do with an Instant Pot, I thought this is something that is totally worth it to do. So how easy is it to make pumpkin in your Instant Pot? It's perfectly easy. What you need is a sugar pumpkin, or a pie pumpkin, they're called. They're labeled at your grocery store or your market. I went to our friendly Lucky's Market yesterday, and they had just put out lots of beautiful 2.5 to 3 pound organic sugar pumpkins, and they have made the most wonderful pumpkin puree. When you get ready to put them in your Instant Pot, you put 1 cup of water in the bottom, and then put your trivet in, and put your washed pumpkin in on top of the trivet. If your pumpkin doesn't fit, you can turn it sideways. You can even turn it upside down so that the stem of the pumpkin is down underneath the trivet. Any way that you can get it in, lock the lid, set the toggle to ceiling, and then put 14 minutes manual on your Instant Pot. Most of the sugar pumpkins that will fit in a 6-quart Instant Pot are going to need about 14 minutes to do. I tried it with 12 and I didn't feel that the pumpkin was done enough, and I put it back in. I want to talk about that for a moment, because with the Instant Pot, it's so forgiving that if you do something like a pumpkin, but even a dish of beef and broccoli, if it's not quite done, when you take the lid off and check it, you can always start over. That's how wonderful cooking in the Instant Pot is. So after you've done your 14 minutes manual pressure, let the pressure naturally release. Open carefully your Instant Pot and let the pumpkin cool a little bit before you take it out. When you take it out, it's going to look a little stringy and floppy. You take the seeds out by just scooping them into another bowl. And so now you have what looks like sort of stringy pumpkin. And don't worry about that, because when you blend it, the texture is perfect. So just take your spoon and scoop it away. And it's very easy to do this. This is way easier than dealing with it raw. When it's already cooked like this, it's perfect texture. Just like with a butternut squash, you can do it that way. You could use an acorn squash. Anything like this, spaghetti squash in the Instant Pot, is just perfectly textured. And that's one of the things I appreciate the most about the Instant Pot, is the beautiful texture of everything that you cook in it. So now I have my bowl filled with some of the puree, or the not puree, but just all of the pumpkin is in there. And I'm going to use my immersion blender to turn this into puree. If you have a little drier pumpkin, you can add 1/4 to 1/2 cup of water, and it won't affect any recipes that you put the puree in. There we go. And just like that, I have beautiful pumpkin puree. With this one, I'm not even going to have to add water to this one. because it's already just really done nicely. I'm going to turn this so that you can see it. It's a beautiful pumpkin puree. Each one of the pumpkins is usually about 2 cups of puree. And that way you can use it in any recipe that calls for canned pumpkin. So now I have beautiful pumpkin. What can you use this beautiful pumpkin for? Well, I did a couple things with it. I made a pumpkin and black bean chili with chicken andouille sausage, and it's delicious. The pumpkin adds nutrition, it adds flavor, and it adds texture to the chili, and it's delicious. Everyone in my family really loved it. Now, you can use pumpkin puree for breads, but the most important thing that you use pumpkin puree for is this. Ever since we first designed this bag, I have thought our little chamber at the top of the bag is perfect for taking a pie. So sure enough, I made us a delicious pumpkin pie, and you can see that when it's done, it's the same color as using pumpkin out of a can, and it's absolutely delicious. I'm going to show you what a piece of the pie looks like. Here's a piece of the pumpkin pie, and again, the texture and color is beautiful. It's ready to eat, and I know all of my colleagues here at the Quick and Carry Kitchen can hardly wait until we get to taste our delicious pumpkin pie. So again, pumpkin puree is easy to do in an Instant Pot. It's so worth it because then you can use it for a variety of reasons. There's nothing stopping you when you realize that you can do so many things in an Instant Pot. It'll make you a better cook instantly. Thank you for joining us here at the Quick and Carry Kitchen. We appreciate you tuning in and listening to what we're cooking in the Quick and Carry Kitchen today. We hope that you will comment, share, and ask questions on any of our videos. We would be happy to interact with you, sharing our recipes, anything that we know about the Instant Pot, and we certainly want to share with you our wonderful Quick and Carry transport bags, which make it easy for you to store your Instant Pot and take it with you wherever you go. Have a great day from all of us here at the Quick and Carry Kitchen. As Julia Child used to say, bon appetit!